Little spin and twirl. We're basically in where we left off. Got my blades. Might be best to even get rid of the mouse movement. But we got computer spikes, we got med packs. We'll get the items. Throughout the game, you'll find weapons and armor that are marked as upgradable. These items can be improved by the addition of an upgrade item. With the you can use this workbench to construct new powerful versions of upgradable ranged weapons, melee, and lightsaber and armor. So that doesn't change much. There's a couple physical damage points. Might as well.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Yeah, in between episodes I downloaded a fix, so the HUD's actually down here in the correct place now. Everything actually looks really nice. We got a combat suit. Prototype vibroblade is pretty cool. We have a blaster rifle, which I probably won't end up using. Alright, we're gonna go out. Every time you leave the apartment, you must select which party members you wish to take. Since it's the first time you're leaving, you will have to take Karth, who is level 4.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
There's a patrol here just yesterday and they found nothing. Why do you Sith keep bothering us? Just shoot him.
That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
Oh. Poor Ixkill, he never showed talk back to us. Thankfully, you're here to step in and help us, human. This is the first time the Sith have come in here to cause trouble for us, and hopefully it will be the last. But hopefully it will be the last. Once someone comes, just trying to come out. Don't worry about the bodies. I'll move them so it looks like they were killed elsewhere. That should throw the Sith off the track. Hey, look, they won't be bothering us again for a while. Well, that's wishful thinking. Yes, we do have remains. Oh, yay. Janitor doing janitor things.
Hey there, watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors. Well, all right then, no hard feelings. My name's Kadir. I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, Pete. Never thought they'd rent that abandoned apartment.
Yeah, why would you ever rent an abandoned
What
apartment?
happened? You get stuck here because of the quarantine? Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment.
I want to ask you some
I don't know
questions.
how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out. Decent enough place to live, I guess, except for the lower levels. That's where the swoop gangs hang out. Just stay in Upper City and you'll be fine. You also might want to check out the cantina. I used to go there when I was younger. A good place to get a drink and find out what's going on in Upper City.
Where is the cantina?
Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it. Don't know how much I can...
Where can I get some equipment?
Well, the best place to go is probably Kebley Yurt's store. She's right across from the cantina, so you can stop in for a drink if you get thirsty while you're shopping. Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper street. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it. Don't know. Not much of an issue for me, you know. I ain't never left Taris, and they ain't never gonna. A lot of other folks are sure riled up about it, but I don't really know much about it. I prefer to keep to myself mostly. But there's plenty of people at the cantina who'll be more than happy to tell you what they think about the Sith and their quarantine. Don't...
Yeah, that's about it.
Back to work anyway. I'll probably see you around. I'm here most of the time. The building doesn't clean itself, you know.
In this futuristic world, they don't get cleaned. There's a Twi'lek. The Sith arrived here. There was talk of changing Taris' alien restriction laws. I guess that probably won't happen now. I know of the Taris's attitudes towards aliens. I never want to come to visit this world. Now I'm stuck here because of the quarantine. And that's how I get to the upper city. Maintenance droid. Bloop, 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 bloop. Don't see too many of your kind around here. Most of the residents in this rundown old apartment are illegal aliens. My name is Lil Britton, by the way. Pleased to meet you, Larim. My name is Brianna Bordeaux. It's really none of my business, but you look like someone who might need to purchase one of those new energy shields. The latest thing you know. Very high tech. Shielding protects against lightsabers, or so I hear.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Chinese using shields, but I never saw anything like them around here, not until the Sith came. They discovered the technology is anybody's guess. Shields are too rare and too expensive to hand out to an entire army, but a shield and strike team can take out a whole battalion of soldiers armed with conventional blasters.
mule slimo podada nanga kumbist mule rabes chi gratuloda.
Okay, this hit the huge edge in the early battles, but it wasn't long before the Republic was able to copy the technology and come up with energy shields of their own.
Bagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku jodo jidbungarantang.
Now both sides are scrambling to come up with new weapons to slice right through the shields. But until they do, you're going to see melee combat coming back to the forefront in this war. Anything else? Not much to say really, except that I managed to get my hand on one of those shields. It isn't cheap, but it could mean the difference between life and death. Now, see what I have in stock? I know my kiosk is much to look at, but my prices are reasonable and the merchandise is sound. I skipped over some of his dialogue accidentally, which... We're a little shop here in this old building selling base equipment to the illegal aliens when they go to these apartments. Which is something. Most aliens aren't allowed to have a residence in the upper city of Taris. Now, a few of us Twi'leks up here, but for the most part it's humans only. No self-respecting upper city human who want to live in the apartments in this dump. So the landlord has been renting out the apartment illegally to aliens' apartments. William said empty, I guess. Otherwise, you get squatters and people hiding out from the authorities living in abandoned apartments, and they don't pay rent. Aren't you worried about being caught? Taris authorities have turned a blind eye to this place. Pretty much. The feeling that illegal aliens just aren't worth the bother. Once the Sith took over, they felt the same way. Besides, I don't live here myself. I start a small business providing supplies to the residents. You want to see what I have in stock? No problem, just step on up and have a peek. All that time conversing. Heavy combat suit is better than what we have. Although the dex bonus is a little bit lower. Vibro blade, stun baton, long sword, quarter staff. Vibro sword could be a good one to eye. There's the energy shield he was talking about. Yeah, stealth mode, stealth field generator. Let's see what we can sell. Can sell grenades. Coming back here later is probably a good idea. Also, we have gained a level. Skills. Feats. two-weapon fighting is going to be something we're going to want. Dueling, critical strike. Yeah. Yeah, Karth isn't going to change levels, so...
What? On it. It's open.
What?
Hello, Dia.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
I was just investigating the
That's
area.
no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
Holden? Who's that?
Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price.
What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you. No, I don't think so. I can't afford to trust anybody right now. Please, just leave me alone. I can't help you there. Since this thing with Holden, I've been scared to leave my apartment. I don't know anything about what's going on in the outside world anymore. Just one of Darvik... I don't want to talk about... No, I don't... Good.
Ready.
You again? What? I can't help... Just... well, I suppose you seem like an
What?
all-right sort.
Okay.
When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here.
Is there anything I can do to
I
help?
doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now. You could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer.
Journal entry. So yeah, we can... And you get a choice here. And the dark side options are always easier. I could just collect her bounty. Or I could do the good thing and, you know, try to do something about the bounty. Which is usually the better way to go.
Uh-huh.
Oops.
On it. It's open.
What?
Ooh, footlocker. With stuff and things. I'm away, Karth.
Uh-huh.
How'd you end up all the way back there?
On it. It's open. Hmm?
Please don't hurt me. I have nothing of value in here. Look for yourself and you'll see. I don't have that much else to say besides that.
What? open.
I'm here.
And there's a random Twi'lek lady.
Pudu, Tunirama na praka donko.
Take what you want. I won't try to stop you. Don't mind if I do. So that's our apartment. Yeah, we basically cleaned the area out too. We're going to the upper city. Just spent 20 minutes in the upper city apartments. Rapid transit system. Oh, we can quickly go back to our hideout. So yeah, we can just go back whenever we want or need to.
People complain about the Sith, but this quarantine is good for all the businesses on Taris. Look at Jammy.
Oh, that must be our pod. I don't seem to be anything in it. Something seems to be bothering Karth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up about it.
Yes, what's on your mind? Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop it.
I'm sorry, Karth.
I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... Doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed. I didn't.
I'm sorry, Karth. I didn't mean to upset you.
Don't worry about it. It must not be making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Alright, we will, Karth. Discover that Karth's homeworld was attacked by the Sith. There is elected to talk about it. Perhaps you can talk more later after you've gained more experience. Perhaps. Sith troopers.
Out of our way, citizen. We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you.
Ooh, I want to not stand
Out of our way,
aside.
citizen. We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you.
Yes.
I heard there's a swoop gang war in the lower city. They say you can get shot just walking in the streets down there.
Man. Protocol droid.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Davik doesn't like you missing payments.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have?
It's too bad. Dav's going to want to make an example of you. You're coming with us.
No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Yeah, Davik doesn't like witnesses. I guess we have to teach you to mind your own business. Yay, we got light side points.
Let's go! Thank you. I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My life warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead. You already helped me by saving me from those bounty hunters, so unless you have a spare 100 credits to give me so I can pay off Davik, there's nothing else you can do. I'm getting out of here before any more of Davik's goons show up. You should do the same.
Yeah, we could. I think we can pay off his debt. Oh. Ooh, they had 50 credits. Upper City North. Medical facility.
Can't you see I'm busy with my duties? Go talk to Zelka if you need something.
Alright. What's behind the door there, buddy?
Ready.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you are welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka Foreign refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course.
I could use some healing.
It will just take me a moment while I examine your injuries, and then I'll administer the proper treatment.
Cool. Let's do a quick save.
On it. It's open.
What are you doing? Don't go in there. That door is for employees only.
What's going on here?
Nothing. This isn't your concern. Just forget you saw anything, okay? I guess I'd better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done.
Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
Light side points gained.
Uh-huh.
Yay.
Welcome back. Are you in need of healing or medical supplies? I can treat you right here at the center for almost any condition, except the rat ghoul disease, of course. The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. I don't see how that's going to happen. I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over. And nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity. Please, don't say that. If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Let's take a look at what you have for sale.
Step over here and I'll show you what I have in stock. My prices are very reasonable. Just what I need to keep this facility operating.
So... can become immune to poison. Let's see. Vibroblades are actually decent money. Blaster pistols too. Alright, we'll come back later.
What?
Well, the offhand penalty actually isn't too bad now. Oh, this stays open. Yeah, you might want to close that, buddy.
Welcome back. Are you in need? I am quite busy. All I know is what I was told by the people who brought these Republic soldiers here for treatment. They found the wreckage of 2 escape pods down in the Undercity. The Undercity is a wasteland, crawling with flesh-eating mutants called rat ghouls. I feel sorry for the outcasts that are forced to live there. Goodbye.
You can... Oh, the Sith were close to perfecting a cure that the Sith arrived and took it for themselves. Yeah, when you accidentally skip over dialogue, you can actually go and
You there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the rat ghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear. Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the rat ghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure. Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris. Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He can make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away.
why do you care? Who gets the cure?
Look, Zelka can't afford to pay me much. If you sell the serum to Davik, I can probably get a nice finder's fee for directing you to him. Davik isn't the kind of guy you can just walk up to, you know. He likes to keep his business at arm's length. The best thing to do is to take the rat ghoul serum to Zax. He runs the lower city bounty office, but everyone knows he also works for Davik. He'll make it worth your while.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the rat ghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
So yeah, if you want dark side points, that's the way to go. I think you can also... We'll start making some more save slots here. Yeah, you can really branch off, like...
Welcome back. Are you in need of healing? The terrible affliction has prolonged exposure. Goodbye.
So, you talk about a cure, he overhears you, and...
Remember, if you get your hands on that...
Okay, yeah, that's all. There's one more place. And we can kind of call this an episode. Protocol droid, woman. Kebla's shop. Alright, let's talk, Kebla.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Taris. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested. Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know? I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash
we can't
already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davik's men got there first.
How do you feel?
It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish the Sith would ease up on the quarantine, though. They're killing my business. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all.
Can you tell me about them?
I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the Hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now.
Oh, what do you know about Davik?
Oh, Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization across. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand? Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other. Oh, you're one of those off-worlders, aren't you? Come to Taris for a short business trip and end up stuck here because of the Sith quarantine, right? Oh, you can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Taris isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the upper city. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the lower city. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even Davik's men are having trouble down there. Good day to you, then. Remember to come back to my shop if you ever need any supplies. Welcome to... just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Security spikes. Ooh. Vibroblades. Vibro sword. Yeah, you're not kidding. You do have some top-notch stuff. We don't really have a lot to play with yet. So I'm going to go and... Alright, we have the cantina. We'll pick that up, kind of starting off its own part. So yeah, we'll transfer over to another part here. We'll see you inside the cantina, guys, in the next part.